I have recently become quite a big fan of the Alice Comedies series. I'd seen a few of them and kind of liked them, but only recently have I really started to get into it, and I think Virginia Davis is absolutely fantastic and so beautiful. Such a really great character. And what I like about Alice is that the acting skills of Virginia Davis really come across in this character, particularly when she has different scenarios. However, I feel with Alice's Fishy story, it felt a little bit too similar to Alice's Day at Sea to feel too unique. That being said, I did enjoy this, as with pretty much every other Alice comedy that I've seen. So this one was released in 1924. It's directed by Mr. Disney himself and stars, of course, Virginia Davis as Alice. And in this one, she wants to go fishing, and she goes fishing with her friends and decides to tell them this story all about fishing at the North Pole. And as she tells them the story, it transitions into the animation live-action hybrid. And the animation is, the animation quality is very good. The shading is very good. Alice, this is not my favourite example of an Alice Comedies live-action animation hybrid. There are some where I feel like the quality is much better and where the scenarios work much more, but it's still pretty decent. The examples or the representation of the North Pole and the residents there, kind of stereotypical. Not too bad. I think somebody will probably scream racism or, offence, but generally speaking, I think it's pretty safe. I enjoyed it enough. I liked Alice in this. I thought some of the actions were really good. Virginia Davis's acting was, of course, really good. The animation itself was good. I liked the quality of the animation, but as I said, once you bring in the live action, it's not as satisfying as some of the other Alice comedies. Nothing wrong with it as such, just I've seen how they've incorporated live action into the animation in some other ways. Could have tried a little harder here. But again, because it's slightly similar to Alice's Day at Sea, by which I mean it involves fish, it's not as unique as, say, her Wild West story or the Spooky Adventure, where everything's very different and the animation style is different and Alice is in a completely different scenario. But then if I'd seen this one before Alice's Day at Sea, I'd say the other thing, vice versa. So I did enjoy it. I thought it was pretty good. It's never going to be my favourite Alice comedies. But if you haven't seen it, well, if you haven't ever seen any of the Alice comedies, I wouldn't say start with this one. I'd say start with her Wild West one. I think that one's pretty great and a really great example of animation live action crossover. But nevertheless, Alice's Fishy story was still a pleasure to watch and definitely one that I would recommend.